I got some nice veal ribs today. We're going to make a nice, lovely casserole. I found a sherry, almost empty bottle in there, so I'm going to put that in. That's really good with veal, or actually any ribs you can use this recipe for. So that's half a cup of medium sherry. I'm putting in a stock cube, and there's these really nice dried onions I've got. So I'm going to put in half a cup of dried onions. I like to make a pot full of liquid to put over my casserole, so I'm going to heat all this up. There goes 2 teaspoons of coriander. This is fenugreek. Oh, you can smell it. Smell that. Oh, it has a nice smell. It's pretty strong. You don't want to use too much of it, but a couple shakes in there. And what else do I need? I know. Here's some leftover wine. Hey, how about a cup of Cabernet? Yeah, just put that in there. Well, as I was saying, I like to heat up a pot of boiling liquid. Tasty herbs, wine, whatever. Okay. Putting in 2 tablespoons of brown sugar to counteract the vinegariness of that Cabernet. Oh, and another stock cube. I figured it didn't have enough. But we'll see. I think it needed it. That way I don't have to put salt in anyway. They're lots of times made up of lots of salt. And maybe some tumeric. Yeah, it's supposed to be healthy anyway. Not too much. Too much of that and it's not good. So maybe a teaspoon. I'm trying to get up to a couple pints of liquid here to cover my veal ribs. I've got 2 racks of them, so should be good. Okay, there they are. And I'm actually cutting up half a head of garlic to put into the liquid. Because I haven't had garlic days, I'm going to put garlic in there too. This should turn out really well. And adding a couple cups of water. I decided to cut up the ribs to make it easier to eat. That way you don't have to cut them up right before you serve them when it's hot. Just get them all in there nicely. Try to keep the fatty side up, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Pour the hot liquid that we've just made on top of it. Going for just covering the ribs nicely. Put the lid on the casserole. Set the oven, well, it's already been set, to 350 Fahrenheit, 170 centigrade. And get them in the oven. Okay, this is a couple hours. So after 2 hours, it's done. Look at that. Wow. Take the lid off. They are so tender and the smell is fantastic. My husband loved these. We actually had them with, there they are on the plate. We had them with some avocado and broccoli, but also some roast potatoes. And that was really nice. I just put the tray of roasted potatoes on the bottom and let them roast with the spare ribs. It was great.
Party! Veal cooking!